Hackney in North London, the latest London suburb to be hit by troublemakers, being described by the Home Secretary as thugs, looters and violent criminals who have to be and will be brought to justice. But we are already witnessing more trouble on the streets of London in broad daylight this afternoon. We had seen trouble in Tottenham over the weekend, then in Brixton, and now the very latest we're hearing from our Home Affairs correspondent Mark White in South London that the police have come under attack in Lewisham, another South London borough about 6 miles from Brixton. Let's hear what Theresa May had to say as she returned from her holiday abroad to give this statement a few minutes ago.
The riots that took place in Tottenham on Saturday night and the subsequent disturbances in other parts of London are totally unacceptable. Once again, I would like to pay tribute to the brave police officers who put themselves in harm's way to protect the public, their property and local businesses. And I'd also like to thank Tim Godwin, who is Acting Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, and his senior officers for the leadership that they have shown. Let me be absolutely clear. Those responsible for this violence and looting will be made to face the consequences of their actions. So far, there have been at least 215 arrests and 27 people have been charged. But as the police take statements from witnesses, as they look at CCTV evidence, then more arrests will be made. Since Saturday night, Londoners have made clear that there are no excuses for violence. And I would call on all members of local communities to work constructively with the police to help them bring these criminals to justice. Thank you.
Home Secretary, having said all of that, there's trouble again tonight in London. It's showing on the TVs here in your office at the moment in Hackney. Baton charges, police attacking buildings with people attacking buses with wooden poles, reports of shopkeepers boarding up shops in other parts of North London tonight. Why couldn't you or the police stop this? Is there going to be more trouble tonight?
Let's be absolutely clear that there is no excuse for violence, there is no excuse for looting, there is no excuse for thuggery. The police will obviously deal with any emerging situations as they consider best appropriate for those situations. But I am absolutely clear there is no excuse for looters or thuggery or violence on the streets.
Do you understand that for some people the perception may be, it may be parochial, but nonetheless the perception is there are kids going around on bikes, in hoods, arranging where to meet across North London on their phones. It looks lawless out there. The police look like they're on the back foot.
The police have been policing our streets, and as again I say, I pay tribute to the officers who are putting themselves in harm's way to protect people, their property and local businesses. But I say, let's be clear. There is no excuse for violence, there is no excuse for looters, there is no excuse for thuggery on our streets, and those who are responsible will be brought to justice and they will face the consequences of their actions.
Just a final point, the Deputy Mayor for London, Kit Malthouse, thinks this is basically criminals using the cover of a genuine cause to just, quote, steal trainers and steal TVs. Do you agree with that, or is it about something deeper, economy and jobs?
I think this is about sheer criminality. That is what we have seen on the streets. The violence we've seen, the looting we've seen, the thuggery we've seen, this is sheer criminality. And let's make no bones about it. And that's why I say that these people will be brought to justice, they will be made to face the consequences of their actions. And I call on all members of local communities to work with the police constructively to help the police to bring these criminals to justice.
Well, even as the Home Secretary was speaking, there were large groups of youths gathering on the streets of Hackney in North London. You can see the live pictures from our Skycopter there. And sizable numbers of police have driven in there in their riot squad vans and are manning the streets, as you can see, forming human cordons across Mare Street, one of the major arteries in the North London borough of Hackney. Sky's Jane Dougal is on the ground, joins me on the phone with the very latest. What are you seeing, Jane?
Well, I've just been